Ladies and gentlemen, after a 30-minute rough patch of no internet, we are live on the H+H Sports Podcast. As always, I'm Tanner Hicks, and I'm joined by my co-host, Jackson Huey. Welcome back to the live streams, baby. It is...
You good, bro?
Yeah. All right. It went stupid again, but we're good. We're back. Welcome back to the streams, baby. We've been, just doing local stuff because we've been predicting, but it's college football season, baby. The day we've been waiting for since January, man. God, I'm going to cry. Anyway, welcome back
It's
to
the most wonderful time of the year.
Most wonderful time of the year. Welcome back to the podcast, baby. Episode 37. We are back. Week 0 recap. Not much to recap, but we're recapping it. And pick'em time, baby. Pick'em time. We took a hiatus last week because we had some difficulties in-house, but we are back this week with pick'ems. We have a monster pick'em slate just because it's week 1. We have this week, and then we have like the rivalry week where we just pick every game. But we're back, baby. We're so back. Just hope my software can handle this. Graham Mertz, 500 touchdowns, 500 yards, 6 touchdowns loading. All right, buddy. I'll be surprised if Graham Mertz gets like 3. Anyway, we'll get to that game. Like I said, welcome back to the podcast, baby. Let's talk about Hero, shall we? The games were... I don't know if we watched a very good, like the UMass New Mexico State game. I did not expect UMass to win that game. I'll say that. It was a pretty bad.
I don't know if it's bugging. I don't know if it's bugging just for me or for the stream too, but
it went away for a little bit, but I think we're good.
Bear with us, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, the UMass New Mexico State game, it was kind of a back and forth the whole fourth quarter, but UMass pulls away and wins. I don't think many people expected UMass to win that game. God, I missed recapping games, man. I'm in my element. Ohio, San Diego State, didn't watch that game, but I kind of expected San Diego State to win that game. Hawaii Vanderbilt, didn't watch that game either. I didn't watch much of week 0 after Navy just got absolutely poo-pooed on. Just wasn't really feeling it. I couldn't watch the USC game. That's a bummer. That was the game I wanted to watch just because of Caleb Williams, and it's like, let's put it on Pac-12 network.
Because the Pac-12 has no TV deal.
Like, come on. So we can't watch Pac-12 games this year?
Well, they're putting some of them on ABC and stuff.
I was about to say, like, the Washington game is like on ABC or something on Saturday. But yeah, USC was having a little bit of trouble in the first half against San Jose. San Jose is pretty decent, but they shouldn't be able to hang with somebody like USC. And then eventually they pulled away in the second half. Caleb Williams, 4 touchdowns, along with Sam Hartman in the Navy game. Yeah, Notre Dame, what I really loved about this game is that Notre Dame, now that Tommy Rees is gone, is running the football. And they did it effectively. I know it's Navy, but they did it effectively. Sam Hartman,
right,
in his 12th year of college football, absolutely cooking. Now hold on. I want to look at Sam Hartman real quick. Let's look at Sam Hartman. How many years has this brother been?
He threw his 111th career touchdown pass the other day.
He's got every ACC record just because of longevity, just because he's been there for forever. Like how Sean Clifford was for Penn State. He's got like every passing record for Penn State just because he's been there for 5 years. But let's look at Sam Hartman. I wish my browser would load here.
Easy now. Don't overload that internet.
I'm trying. Anyway, Notre Dame kills Navy as we thought it would happen. But usually this game, last year, it got a little tight at the end. So it was just going to suck like they did.
Notre Dame a playoff sleeper.
You think Notre Dame is a playoff sleeper? Elijah?
Elijah says.
I wish they were last year. Then I would look way smarter. But Notre Dame a playoff sleeper? They could be. Just Sam Hartman is probably the best quarterback they've had in a long time. I mean, maybe since Ian Book. Ian Book was all right. I don't know. About, Sam Hartman's the best quarterback they've had in a while.
Dang, what's his name? They went to the Browns for a while.
Brady Quinn.
Oh.
Not Brady Quinn? Kaiser?
So. Yeah.
Deshaun Kaiser? He was all right. I don't know how he got drafted. He might be the worst quarterback I've ever seen. Next to Dak Prescott.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, week 0, not many games. It's like 6 games. Jacksonville State played their first game in Division 1, or in the FBS, sorry. Yeah, not much to talk about. This episode might just be full of pick'ems, to be honest. And then we just talk about each game during the pick'em. I'm so ready. God, I'm so ready. You know what? Let's just do it. Pick'em time. Pick them. Pick them time. 5 minutes in, 12 minutes in. Pick them time. You already know we're chill on Dakota. I didn't say that because I forgot he went to Mississippi State. My bad, Elijah. Sorry, Rain Dakota Prescott he's cool. If he doesn't throw 27 interceptions, he'll be all right. No. Pick them time. I am so ready. God, can you tell? I'm so ready.
As always, I got the college football pick'ems. Tanner will handle the NFL ones.
Feed them to me.
Week 1 of college football. We start out Florida versus at Utah.
Now, this was my first big snipe on the podcast. I said that Florida would beat, they were 7th ranked Utah last year. You said they were going to the playoff this time last year.
That I did.
And I sniped the mess out of that one. Now, this time, Utah's at home. Not in the swamp. That was mainly why I picked Utah, or I picked Florida last year.
Bro, I think I'm froze on stream.
Yeah, you are. Reset your camera.
I done did that.
Dang, you frozen? Oh, boy. The stream is not happy with us today, chat. Stream is not happy with us today.
Not having it.
It's like, no, you guys, like, they waited till the time that we really wanted to stream. Try and hang up and then come back.
All right.
Absolute scuffed episode today, gentlemen.
What we look like now?
You're still frozen.
Let's roll with it. I'll just look like that.
No, try and fix it. Can you not hang up?
I did.
Well, it didn't sound like it. Scuffed his freak, chat. We'll make it through. Yeah, you still look like it. Here, I'll hang up. I'll make a separate I'll make a separate call.
All right.
All right, chat. Behind the scenes footage. Behind the scenes footage of the H+H podcast. If this would load. See, my internet has been really bad today. And I don't know why. I don't get it. All right, we're going to... See, this is the one that I tried to do, right? Yeah. Or no, it was this one. I don't know, chat. All right, here, we're going to leave. We're going to do that one. We're going to leave this one, right? And then we're going to host a meeting. Hopefully we can do this. There we go. Start call. Oh, we want to add Jackson first. There we go. Then start call. Chat's not letting me start. Very, very scuffed. I apologize, but we're trying to make it through. I don't know why it's not working. Here, I'll try to get Jackson to do it. All right, I'm getting Jackson to do it to see if this will work. But chat, it's not looking good. You can see my call history right here. We've been grinding all the way down to October. I think this is the episode with Elijah and them. Oh dear. Join that call. Oh dear. Join that call. Ladies and gentlemen, are we working again? We are back. The boys are back, baby. Can you hear me? Jack.
I'm here.
The boys are back, baby. Let's go. Who knew it wouldn't be Wi-Fi problems? It would be Skype problems. Like, nothing wants us to stream tonight, but it's okay. What were we talking about? Florida, Utah. Okay. Let's jump into this. Last year, I mainly picked Florida because, you know, it was exciting times for Florida football, right? They get a new coach in Billy Napier. The first year of starting for Anthony Richardson. They're in the swamp. I pick Florida. And rings true. Florida didn't end up being good like I thought they would be. But they did beat Utah, which I thought would happen. Now, Utah's at home. Utah's at home this time. But they're playing without Cam Rising, which is the story of this game. Their leader, best player. You know what? I didn't want to be predictable and be typical of me, but I'm doubling down. Florida takes both games. back-to-back years, no Cam Rising. Utah's discombobulated, don't know what to do. I'm going Florida. Graham Mertz ain't going to be good. we know that for sure. Graham Mertz not going to do nothing to contribute to that win. But Florida is going to take this W.
I'm going to go Utah.
You going Utah?
I'm going to be normal. I'm going to go Utah. I'm not.
You didn't learn from your mistake last year?
What mistake? Oh, never mind. No, I'm not. Anthony Richards is not playing quarterback, so.
Amen. Florida gets it done. Florida gets it done.
You remember I predicted Florida to go 3-9 this year, so I'm taking Utah.
I said 4-8. I didn't. We got this game though. We got this game on lock. No Cam Rising. Okay, what's gonna happen is either Florida's gonna win, or Utah's just gonna beat the brakes off of them, and I got Florida winning. I got the other half of that. I got the other side. We're doing it. We're dipping into that Florida sauce once more. Maybe one more time. Maybe not the rest of the year.
Our second Thursday game which is tomorrow. We got college football tomorrow.
Let's freaking go, baby.
We got Nebraska at Minnesota.
Meaningful football is tomorrow. First game under Matt Rule. Nebraska playing tomorrow. It's hard to gauge what Nebraska's going to do under Matt Rule.
Yeah.
Just because the team's so interesting. Who's their quarterback? Oh, it's Jeff Sims, transfer from Georgia Tech. I'm gonna go with Minnesota. Tanner Morgan's not there anymore. I think last year was his final year.
It was, yeah. He's on the. I forgot who.
Either way, Minnesota's pretty good last year. I think. There were some reports about like PJ Fleck. It's like a cult atmosphere in Minnesota. I don't know how to gauge that.
Something.
But PJ Fleck's a good football coach. He's been pretty decent as a Minnesota's head coach. Gonna go with the Golden Gophers in Minnesota in this one at home.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I think Nebraska in a couple of years will be good, but
I just want to see how this team plays so far. I don't think it's just gonna be this big dumpster fire like Scott Frost.
No. I'm saying, no, definitely not.
I don't think anybody could do worse than Scott Frost. He was a decent recruiter, but just golly, could do nothing. Wasted Adrian Martinez's whole college career. Adrian Martinez has like
he did get the coldest Crawford.
He did, but he didn't like the coldest plays for Louisiana Tech now or something. That's what Scott Frost does to you. Makes you transfer to Louisiana Tech. But I think Adrian Martinez.
Too.
I think so. I think Adrian Martinez has like the most total yards in Nebraska history over Tommy Frazier, guys like Amir Abdullah, guys like that. And I don't think Adrian Martinez won more than 5 games in college in a single season. Like, we're gonna forget. We're like, oh yeah, Adrian Martinez. And he's like, this is such a historic program. He has the most yards in a career ever.
He was on Kansas State last year, wasn't he?
Barely. He couldn't stay healthy.
I remember he played like a good game against somebody. I can't remember who early in the year.
I think it was Oklahoma, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, like
he went crazy.
Adrian Martinez was so good for Kansas State last year. Like Will Howard's gonna be really good too. But like it was weird seeing Adrian Martinez contribute to winning football. It was absolutely cray-cray. Yeah, I'm going to go with Minnesota, though. All that to say, go to Minnesota.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it was going to be interesting to see Nebraska, how they are against, under Matt Rule, because we hadn't seen Matt Rule coach since 2019, you know, or coach college since 2019.
Right. Next, we have your favorite team.
Who?
Miami, Ohio versus Miami, Florida.
Bro, their quarterback was talking some mess. Blaine Gabbert's brother. Now, if you're Blaine Gabbert,
Yeah.
if you're just like if you're related to Blaine Gabbert, I don't think you have any right to talk crap to anybody. But no, I'm only being serious. Is this a Friday game? It is a Friday game.
It is a Friday game, yes.
But no,
It's one of the first Friday games.
bro said they're the real Miami. Like, no, you're not. Like, have you seen like the clip of The Office where Kelly like him and like her and her boyfriend are moving to Miami, and she thinks they're going to like Miami, Florida, but they're actually going to Miami of Ohio. She's throwing away all her like cold clothes and stuff. Like, see you later. It's gonna be 80 degrees all the time. That is what shows you that's the real Miami. When people say Miami, people think of hot and beach and whatnot and terrible football. But with Miami of Ohio, I also think of terrible football, and they think of Ohio. God,
that clip of the Miami running backs running into each other.
Bro, I'm only picking Miami because of like, well, I wasn't gonna pick Miami of Ohio to win this game. Miami's gonna win. They'll probably win 13-9 or something, but
they'll win.
I think Cristobal's gone if Miami sucks this year.
Probably so, yeah.
Even though this is his alma mater and he left a super great coaching situation in Oregon to go to freaking Miami, which is the only reason he wins because he went to Miami. But good gracious, Miami is terrible. I hate Miami. I'm not watching this game. I refuse. But I will pick them to win this game.
10-8.
13-9. Classic Miami win. They'll throw 4 picks, but they'll get it done.
Moving on to the Friday slate, we got Louisville at Georgia Tech.
It's a cool little game. Now,
yeah, it's a fun little game.
Who is Georgia Tech's coach? I know they have a new coach.
Dang. Hold on.
Brent Key. Where did he come from?
Yeah. We have no notes, guys. Bear with us.
Brent Key. Where was
high school? No.
Brent Key. Where did you go? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Oh, he was their assistant head coach. Okay. He used to be the O-line coach for Alabama. Well, he's an in-house hire. Okay. So yeah, Brent Key, new head coach of Georgia Tech. Playing Louisville, who's Louisville's new head coach? He came from
Purdue.
Oh yeah, Purdue. Jeff Brom. He went to his alma mater. Jeff Brom's a good head coach. He can never do anything more than 8 games at Purdue, but I like Jeff Brom. No more Malik Cunningham. Just got cut by the Patriots, I believe, but I think they signed him back to the practice squad. I'm gonna go with Louisville here. Louisville had a pretty good season, and then they have a bunch of turnover with new head coach and stuff. I'm gonna go with Louisville.
Yeah, I'm going with Louisville too. I hate to pick the same one, but
it's so weird picking week 1 games when you don't know like too much about certain teams.
I
know we studied these teams in the offseason to pick like to predict the standings and stuff, but like you guys remember, if you guys watched the ACC episode, I did not brush up on anything. I just went but booty naked in those predictions. No studying, nothing, just off the dome. So I don't know too much about these ACC teams. I did that with my NFL predictions. I don't know too much about these ACC teams. Every other team I feel pretty good about. I feel brushed up on.
Let's move on to the Pac-12. Pac-12 after dark. At Hawaii.
Stanford, Hawaii. No more Tanner.
The most boring game of the night.
Yeah, no more Tanner McKee from Stanford.
I don't know. Miami at Ohio and Miami in this game is going to be pushing.
I will only watch this game because it'll be the only game on.
I would take Hawaii.
No other reason. After losing to Vanderbilt, you taking Hawaii?
I'm taking Hawaii.
I'll go with Stanford. No more David Shaw after a decade, I think, of coaching them. David Shaw was a good coach, just not recently.
If I'm gonna beat you in pick'ems again this year, I gotta get out ahead somehow, and I'm taking Hawaii to do it.
You might be ahead after tomorrow with the pick in Florida, but I'm gonna go with Stanford. No more David Shaw. I don't know who they picked up. I don't remember. It was somebody. It was definitely a person.
It definitely was somebody.
It was definitely a human being. I'll give you that one. Stanford, Hawaii. I'll take Stanford with this one in Honolulu.
No, pickup game. East Carolina versus Michigan.
East Carolina, Michigan.
I think we're both taking Michigan here.
I don't know. Michigan's only favored by 36. I don't know. Now East Carolina has been good. I don't think.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying they haven't been good, but
East Carolina was pretty good, pretty decent last year. I don't know how Memphis lost to them last year, but we're not going to talk about last year's Memphis season. We're not going to talk about it.
Or the year before. Bro, why is my camera blurry again?
We're going to take Michigan. Pretty confidently.
I think that's a good pick.
Dude, do you remember last year where like the first 6 games of like the big noon kickoff on Fox were all freaking Michigan games?
Yeah, I do.
Like every single one was a Michigan game. Are we serious?
Yeah, I do remember that. Moving on, we got Virginia and Tennessee in Nashville.
Nissan Stadium. Why is it not in like Knoxville? Why is this a neutral site game?
They played a neutral site last year, the year before, I think, didn't they?
I don't remember. No, Tennessee.
Didn't they play like at the Bristol or something? At the racetrack or something?
I don't remember actually.
Brian, confirm this for
Were you Joe Rogan? Jamie, pull that up.
Do what?
I said, "What are you, Joe Rogan?" Jamie, pull that up, Jamie. Yeah, Tennessee's only favored by 28. Do we take no? Virginia's really bad. I hate to say that after what they went through last year, but Virginia's really, really, really bad. I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
Yep, I'm gonna go. With
Brian said that was like with,
volunteers.
that was like with 2017 when Butch Jones was the coach. You're like me when I said Henry To'oTo'o not on Tennessee anymore. I think I cut that out of the episode though. Saved myself with that one.
Yeah. You may blast it. You may put you on blast.
No, I'm good.
Chat. Tanner thought Henry To'oTo'o was still on Tennessee last year.
Listen, chat. It was late. I was recapping. During the SEC standings episode, I was recapping guys that left, and it was a lot. And I don't know why Henry To'oTo'o came to mind. You guys are weird. All right, get to this next game. I'm ready. Chat, you have no idea.
Next game. You know what the next game is. We have Deion's debut at Colorado.
Deion 8-toe Sanders.
I just called that.
Against.
I think Deion will have his guys fired up, and
I could see Colorado winning this game. I could see
year. Like, you can't gauge that because nobody that was there is on the team anymore.
They have 3 guys returning from that. 3 guys.
You know how special you have to feel to be one of those 3 guys? Like,
I don't know how insane you have to be one of those 3 guys. Like, imagine Dion walks in, he's like, I'm bringing in luggage and it's Louis, so you might as well transfer. And then you stay.
except you, and you.
and then you stay. Like, what are you on? Your coach doesn't want you there. I guess, I don't know. But I could see a possibility of Colorado winning this game. Just because TCU went through a lot of turnover this last year, too. No more Duggan, no more Kendry Miller, no more Quentin Johnston, no more, these guys on defense. Like THT lost a lot of good guys to the NFL.
They definitely did. Max Duggan just got cut.
I think they re-signed into the practice squad.
Did they?
I think so. That was the result of a lot of these cuts today and yesterday. Was just they cut them just to put them on the practice squad. A lot of weird like, did you see the Angels when they waived like everybody that they traded for at the deadline? And then Hunter Renfroe, a guy that they waived, hit a homer on waivers.
I quit keeping up with baseball a long time ago.
Dude, the Angels are the biggest dumpster fire I've ever seen next to the White Sox in baseball, man.
The Cardinals ruined the season for me.
Just terrible. Elijah, if you're in here, somehow the Angels are making the Rockies look less bad. Just somehow. I didn't know anybody could do it, but the Angels figured out a way.
With the two best players in the world on their team.
Yeah, and just nobody else. Traded away all their prospects at the deadline just to release everybody that they traded for. Absolute terrible.
Yeah.
If their GM
that wasn't like 2017, but it's the follow-up game.
Like if the GM for the Angels is still there, I'm gonna be surprised. Anyway, we're picking TCU Colorado. I could see where Colorado could win this game just because, first game under Dion. This is a completely new team. All these 5 stars, all these good transfers coming in. I'm going to go with TCU, though, but I kind of want to pick Colorado. Just because it would be fun.
Well, then I'm going to pick Colorado. I'll be fun.
Over under 0.5 pass attempts. Yeah, Elijah did think it was possible.
Ohtani to Colorado.
Definitely not. Definitely not that. I was about to say over under 0.5 pass attempts for Travis Hunter on like trick plays. Just to come out guns blazing.
Is he playing both ways? He is playing both ways, right?
I don't know. I know he's playing corner.
I think he's playing both ways.
He should because he's an exceptional receiver. But I don't know. I know he's like a primary corner. I'm gonna go with TCU though. I really want to pick Colorado just because it's fun. I hope people don't think I just hate Colorado just because I didn't think they would make a bowl game. But I don't know. Like the team's gonna be fun just because they have Shadur Sanders.
They're gonna be fun, and they're gonna shock somebody. I think so.
Yeah, I definitely will pick them to upset somebody just because the team is so talented. I'm going TCU though. I think the team's better and way more experienced. Even though they did lose a bunch of guys to the NFL, that team, like a lot of those guys have playoff experience now. So
I'm gonna start the week off with the year off with a bang and go Colorado.
Colorado first upset. No, I picked Florida. Second upset of the stream. We're doing things. We're mad. We're doing things.
I would be a bigger upset than Florida though.
Do you think so?
Maybe not.
Well,
the only reason I say that is because Rising ain't playing.
Utah's only favored by 4.5. I didn't even catch that.
TCU's favored by 20.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
They're definitely going to be in Boulder for game day 1 week, just because of Dion.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm going TCU.
Moving on, we have Utah State at Iowa.
I
Here
guarantee
we
you
go with
only
Iowa football. I only put this game on here for you.
I know you did. Put me in a bad mood, why don't you?
Just for you. This game wouldn't have made the list if it weren't just for you.
Will not be watching this game. I don't care if I'm an Iowa diehard. You can't tell me. You cannot.
Have you ever seen one of those? Have you ever seen an Iowa diehard football fan?
I'm sure there are. Iowa's been a good program. Just
Yeah,
God, bro. This isn't like an act. Like, I hate watching Iowa. Iowa sucks. Iowa's terrible. Hopefully, Cade McNamara can save this program. But Cade McNamara probably, like, watching like his play at Michigan in 2021 embraces Iowa football. Throw 5 for 19 and 2 picks and still win the game. Good gracious. I'm going Iowa.
I'm going Iowa too.
Just because they don't.
I can't pick Utah. I can't pick Utah State.
I would have to be insane to pick Utah State here, but they rarely lose in Kinnick. They got the whole wave celebration. They're ranked somehow. God.
At 25, they snuck in there.
If they win this game, like 9-0.
Brian said over under the Iowa game should be like 10.5.
Like, I think that's a little too high. 10.5 is pushing. It's 43.
40. Hammer the under.
Dude, Vegas doesn't watch Iowa. Vegas is uncultured. Good. Slam that under. Good gracious. I was about to say, if Iowa wins this game like 9-0, I'm picking Iowa to lose every Big Ten game. And I picked them to win the Big Ten West at 10-2. Am I okay? The team's good. They're just hard to watch. Good gracious. I'm gonna stop talking about Iowa. They're winning against Utah State. That's all I'll say.
Let's move on.
Let's definitely move on. High blood pressure.
Fresno State at Purdue. I'm taking Purdue.
Purdue's only favored by 3.5.
Fresno State's a pretty good program.
They are. No Jake Haener, though, who's been their best offensive player. I don't know who they have now at quarterback, obviously. Tickets as low as $10. Nobody wants to watch Purdue play Fresno State when your team's only favored by 3.5. Let's go with Purdue. They have I think it's Illinois' defensive coordinator now.
Yeah, I think so.
Is their head coach from Illinois' defensive coordinator from last year? Is their head coach now? Pretty sure. Is what's happening here. Yeah, I'm gonna go Purdue.
Yeah, I don't think it's a. This one could be fun. We got Louisiana Tech at SMU.
Louisiana Tech at SMU. Dakotas Crawford plays for them. That's really all I know.
That's about all I know too. I'm gonna take SMU.
SMU
But
probably
probably
by a
sneaky
billion.
good game.
Probably by a billion. I think is Tanner Mordecai still there?
No, I think he got drafted. Didn't he?
I think Tanner Mordecai is still here. If he is, that's gonna be like why. You know, COVID year running rampant. Giving guys 9 eligibility years.
It's kind of some boring games on here, guys, but it is what it is.
Dude, beforehand, I was like, man, this can be our best episode. And then they're like, it's so scuffed just because of the freaking Wi-Fi. Okay, Tanner Mordecai's not there anymore. I don't know who's gonna start though. Because like the past 3 or 4 years, it's always been like it's been just two. It was Shane Buechele and Tanner Mordecai, Big 12 guys, like guys who couldn't start the Big 12 that come to SMU and they ball out. But Sonny Dykes isn't there anymore, so I can see why nobody's really interested in going there anymore. Plus, the American's kind of dookie now. I'm going with SMU as well.
Yeah, like I think I am too. So Mercer at Ole Miss. Ole Miss.
Can Ole Miss handle Mercer?
Can they?
I hope so. Lane Kiffin got
They
me
get-
worried.
they get-
At the end of last year, Lane Kiffin got me worried that he should have took the Auburn job. Lane Kiffin dookie cheeks last year.
Mm.
But we're going to go with Ole Miss.
Yeah, they better be right because they got Tulane in week 2.
That is going to be such a good game.
So your Wi-Fi to lock in. We're gonna need your Wi-Fi to lock in.
Good gravy.
Wi-Fi's going to lock in, bro.
I think it's good now. It
You're
works.
frozen
It's
on my
working.
side.
It's working in spurts.
You're frozen on my screen. I don't know.
You can't see me?
No, you're frozen.
Golly. Am I still frozen?
You there? Yeah. No, no more. Not no more. You're just pixely.
All right, then. We are straighter than me.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Going Ole Miss. Tickets as low as $2 in this game. Would you rather have a McDonald's?
Sorry, that made
Would you rather have a McDonald's sweet tea or a ticket to Ole Miss Mercer? I'll take the sweet tea.
Moving on. We have our first Big Ten game on CBS.
It's the
Already missed. I
golden boy of the Big Ten.
already missed the SEC on CBS, and it hadn't even started yet.
What it's hilarious to me.
Like the SEC would have gave us like something good. Like
What's hilarious to me though is that Ohio State is favored by 30, right? But the over under is 59. So for Ohio State to win by 30, it'd have to be like 45-14. Yeah,
okay.
45-14.
I gotta interrupt this for a second. Nebraska had a volleyball game in their football stadium
Mm-hmm.
and had 90,000 people at the volleyball game.
Wow.
That's impressive.
It is impressive. This
I just saw that. I had to break the news. I had to share the news.
I'm sure somebody's shaking in their boots over that. I'm sure they loved that announcement, buddy. Yeah, I had to quick math that. Yeah, Ohio State favored by 30 against Indiana, so I'm going Ohio State. They just announced Kyle McCord starting quarterback, and I think they said Devin Brown was going to get snaps too in this game. I mean, they can. I think they can afford to do that with it being Indiana. I had them winning.
Didn't Indiana give him a game last year though?
I don't think it was last year. I think it was the COVID year when they were like
Maybe.
ranked top 10 the whole year.
I thought somebody gave Ohio State a game last year though. Maryland.
Northwestern as well.
Yeah.
I'm ready to pick this next game. You pick Ohio State, obviously.
Boise State at Washington.
The coach Chris something Bowl. I forget his name. He retired not too long ago. He coached both of these teams. I'm gonna say, well, this is an interesting game because
I think so too.
Last week we didn't do like our bowl projections and stuff because we couldn't make it an episode. But I had Boise State as my as my group of 5 team in the New Year's 6. Washington's really good.
Yeah, you're supposed to be putting out a graphic for that.
I know. Washington's really good. I'm going to take Washington, but I don't know.
This could be a sneaky upset, but I'm going to take Washington too.
I think if this wasn't at Husky Stadium, I would probably pick Boise State. This was at the Blue Field in Boise. But I'm going to go with the Washington Huskies.
All right, let's move on to another quick game. You can pick real quick. Southeast Missouri at Kansas State. I'm going Kansas State.
Why did you put that in here? We got to go Kansas State.
It was a top 25 game, and we needed some games. So
Southeast Missouri State. No, we're going Kansas State.
Moving on. New Mexico at Texas A&M. I know how much you love Texas A&M, so
no, New Mexico. Give me the Lobos.
This is another one of those games just for you.
Just for me. Give me the Lobos. Nah, I'm just kidding. Give me Texas A&M. Who's playing quarterback for them?
Texas A&M.
Yeah.
We had it in our notes. But I don't think I have those notes anymore.
Oh boy. Oh, Wigman.
Yeah, that's right.
I think Max Johnson might do it.
He might. Is he still there?
Yeah, it says he's a sophomore.
He played at LSU for like 3 years.
This COVID year has got me messed up, buddy. How is he a sophomore? I thought he transferred. I thought he transferred out of LSU as like a junior.
He played at LSU, and he played last year at A&M.
I'm gonna look at this guy's stats. Okay, so he has 2020 at LSU, 2021 at LSU, full season, and he has last year at A&M. He used a COVID year. But even if you did, he should be a junior. Because if this is like, I mean, I guess he could have redshirted last year. Because
I thought he played in some games.
He only has 71 attempts.
Well, you can play in 4 games.
Yeah, you can redshirt. And you could appear in 4 games and still redshirt. So I'm guessing he's redshirted and played 2 years. So I guess he's a redshirt. Even then, he should be a redshirt.
I don't know.
I guess they only count this 1 year. These 2. I don't know. Side whatever with Max Johnson. I think it'll either be him or Wigman that plays for them. Even then,
either way, I'm going A&M.
Jimbo Fisher's gonna have to work miracles to get this team good again. I don't know why they ranked A&M to start the year. Golly. I'm going A&M, though.
All right,
I
moving
don't
on.
know, though. They lost to freaking Appalachian State last year. And App State
They
went
did.
like
At
6-6.
At home.
Dude, we remember when App State was like, man, they take it to UNC, right? They only lose to them by like 2 and scored like 60 points with them. And then they beat A&M in week 2. And
Then
they get game day and went off a Hail Mary, and we're like, oh man, here comes App State. Gonna make New Year's 6. And then they go 6 and 6.
They went
Like they went from the darling of college football to being like, oh yeah, App State.
Who is that again?
That's hilarious.
Anyway, UTSA at Houston.
This was a classic last year.
UTSA.
You're gonna go UTSA?
Houston gets one more loss from the American Athletic Conference.
Oh yeah, Houston's a Big 12 team now.
And UTSA is an American Athletic.
I'm gonna go with UTSA. Just because they still have Frank Harris, and Frank Harris just has so much experience in that program. And I trust Jeff Traylor because he's only been good since he's been at UTSA. So I'm gonna go UTSA.
My bad.
Sneaky little
West Virginia.
game. What is this televised on? It doesn't say.
What, UTSA and Houston?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
ESPN doesn't say. Oh, it does. FS1. Oh yeah, I might tune into that if this UNC South Carolina game isn't very good. Because that's gonna be a good game.
I'm going Penn State.
I have to go Penn State.
You picked them to go undefeated, so
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Penn State every game. I would pick Penn State regardless, but
yeah,
this is an NBC game. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
But
North Carolina.
I can't wait,
versus
bro.
South Carolina.
Freaking Saturday, dude. I cannot wait.
North Carolina versus South Carolina. The Battle of the Carolinas. I don't know. This is tough.
Isn't this a bowl rematch from a few years ago?
I don't know.
Because I know UNC played Oregon last year. I think this is a bowl rematch from a few years ago. I think so.
This is tough.
This is tough. I have UNC going to the ACC title game, and I have South Carolina going 9-3.
I think I'm gonna take South Carolina here.
This is a neutral site game. This is played at the... I guess not really, because this is really a UNC home game because it's in Charlotte. It's played at the Panther Stadium. I'm going to go with North Carolina. UNC's favored by 2.5. I'm going to go North Carolina. UNC lost.
I'm gonna go South Carolina.
Lost some weapons on offense, mainly Josh Downs.
I'm going South Carolina. Again.
I want to go South Carolina. Just because, like,
South Carolina with the upset. That sound familiar?
This is going to be a good game to watch. I'm going to go UNC, though. UNC and Drake May get the W against South Carolina. Is my prediction.
Moving on.
I hope you cover this
to
game.
The American Conference.
Yeah, you
South
are.
Alabama versus Tulane.
I was about to say, I really hope you cover this game. Now, South Alabama won a sneaky little 10 games last year. I think they won 11. Right. 10-3 last year. got pummeled in the bowl game, but they won 10 games. Only losing by 1 to UCLA. Was their statement game, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if they lost a lot of pieces for them to, win another 10 games or not. But I'm going South Alabama to get the job done against Tulane. Give me South Alabama.
Well, Tulane was my Group of 5 team for the New Year's Six, so I'm going Tulane. Tulane brings back everything, just about, from last year's team.
Pretty much. This is probably the dumbest pick of the entire pick'ems. I'm actually going to go with Tulane. I'm going to go with Tulane.
Tulane brings back everything except Tajay Spears.
And they had a deep running back room, man. Tajay Spears was the main back, but if he went down, you weren't crying.
Right.
And
the coach chose to stay.
Yeah, he was like, I guarantee. Yeah, Tulane's probably a better job than Georgia Tech right now.
Probably.
Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna change my answer to Tulane though. I only was like South Alabama because they were a sneaky little 10-win team last year. I don't know who they lost or whatever, but I'm gonna go with Tulane. I respect Tulane.
Yeah. Next up, we got Coastal Carolina at UCLA.
Sneaky matchup here. Well, who's the quarterback's name? We literally talked about it like 2 hours ago.
Graham UCLA?
Mertz. Yeah, Graham Mertz.
No,
Graham
it's
Mertz.
not Graham Mertz.
Grayson McCall. There we go. I was close. It was GM. GM initials. Grayson McCall is back. But UCLA's good. UCLA's good. They did lose a lot of guys, mainly DTR. But I'm going to go with UCLA. It could be a close game. It could be a closer game than what the line says it will be. They have UCLA at 14.5. But I'm going to go with UCLA, but I think it'll be closer. I think Coastal makes it a game.
UCLA too. Wait till you hear the next game.
What?
Northwestern at Rutgers.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The game of the week.
I told you, it's week 1. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Oh, boy. The craziest game of the year in Piscataway, New Jersey. Northwestern at Rutgers, a combined 4 wins from the both of them last year. Probably 5.
This might be the...
But still, you take 2 teams and you get 5 wins altogether. What? Who says it's not going to be a crazy game?
And then you already got the stuff going on at Northwestern.
Yeah, they might get a lawsuit just playing.
I'm taking Rutgers.
I am too. It wasn't really a hard decision. I don't think I had Northwestern winning a game this year. I think I had them winning one game. It might have been against
one
Rutgers. It might have been this game. We're gonna go with Rutgers though.
Moving on, we got Oregon State at San Jose State. Fun little game, I think. Could be.
San Jose gave USC a little bit of problem last week. We touched on. But, USC got their stuff together and pulled away in the second half. I'm going to go Oregon State.
Yeah, I'm going Oregon State, too.
I think Big Game Boomer on Twitter has Oregon State winning the Pac-12. I don't know what kind of... Nobody knows what Big Game Boomer's smoking ever. He might be the worst college football account on Twitter. Or X. Whatever.
Whatever you prefer.
We're going to go with Oregon State, though. Not to win the Pac-12, but to beat San Jose State.
Let's slide on over to the Sunday slate, why don't we?
We've been in the Sunday slate, buddy.
Have we?
Yes. Those last 2 games were on Sunday.
I didn't label it. Probably game of the week.
I would say so.
I'm gonna go LSU.
Dang it.
Even though, in my predictions I picked Florida State to win this game.
My predictions, I
I'm
picked
going LSU.
LSU to win this game. So that means I have to pick Florida State. Now, in our episode last week, I was gonna have Florida State in the playoff because I had them winning the ACC.
I was gonna have Florida State in the playoff too.
Florida State's getting a lot of hype this year. It makes me happy because we love Mikey boy around here, but I don't know. I'm going with Florida State though. I'm going with Florida State.
I don't have a reason behind it. I don't have any reason behind picking LSU. I'm just picking LSU.
No, we're in Orlando, Florida, right? Far from Tallahassee, like super far. But we're in the state of Florida at Camping World Stadium. Going with Florida State.
Mason Smith is suspended for this game.
Just this game. The most important game of his college career he's suspended for.
He got hurt in it last year.
Yeah. He finally comes back.
I don't know. I don't know if this is more important than the SEC championship game. No, he didn't play. So
yeah, he was out. He was out last year. Most important game of his college career.
Yeah.
NCAA is like, nah. He's gonna be a first round pick in the draft. That sucks for him. But I'm going with Florida State. Going with Florida State. But like in my thing, I have them making the playoff after losing. Like they lose this game and then they win out, is what I predict. But I'm going.
Yeah,
with Florida State, though.
In my original standings, I had them splitting with Clemson, losing one season and winning the conference championship.
Yeah, I think Reese Davis said that on game day on Saturday.
He did because I said he copied my whole flow.
Yeah, they won't beat Clemson 2 times, but they'll beat them once. Is what he said. I'm gonna go.
That's what he said. He copied my whole flow.
I'm going with Florida State. Give me the Noles on Sunday night.
On to Monday.
You just got canceled.
On to Monday, we got Clemson at Duke. And I got to pick Clemson because I picked them to go undefeated in the regular season.
Do I be weird and pick Duke? Why is this the Labor Day game? This is an odd Labor Day game. I'll say it. Clemson's only favored by 13. They don't believe in Cade Klubnik to pummel the Duke Blue Devils. I'm going to go with Clemson, though. Clemmy.
Oh, that was a tough decision, huh?
I know.
Wow, we finished week 1 of Pick'ems. That's crazy.
After numerous technical difficulties, we finally are here.
I've been waiting so long for that. I was so tired of doing standings predictions.
Dude, that's the worst part of the offseason. The worst part of the offseason is the offseason. Is all of it. Godly.
Yeah.
I was so sick of predicting things, I just want to watch it happen. I'm so not like a predictions person. Even though I love.
Now we get to watch and see how bad our predictions were.
I know. Best part of last year, I predicted Notre Dame would be in the playoff. That dream was over by week 3. Lost to Marshall. I was like, I don't think they'll beat Ohio State, but I think they'll win out, get in the playoff. Lost to Marshall at home. Just terrible.
Yeah, that's rough. I picked them to beat Ohio State.
Absolutely rough. Hopefully this year will be better. I think my roughest one is probably going to be the Big Ten. Because I'm going all in on Penn State, and if Penn State doesn't get it done, it won't look so bad because I think Penn State is going to be really good this year. But I just have them going all the way, you know.
Yeah, you do have them going all the way. So who was your playoff?
Georgia, Penn State, Texas, Florida State.
And your championship?
I think I had Georgia, Florida State. No, it should be Georgia, Penn State because that doesn't make sense. Because Georgia would play Florida State in the first round. I think it's Georgia, Penn State. That would be such a good game.
And then mine was Georgia and Florida State in the Rose Bowl, and Ohio State and USC in the Sugar Bowl, and then Georgia and USC in the championship game. With as the three-peat sounds, Georgia would win that.
Georgia three-peating. If I picked that as well. I would love to see Penn State finally get over the hump, finally beat Ohio State, finally beat Michigan, and just do it. Because it feels like since 2016, since they beat Ohio State that one game, and just we have been good ever since. Except for 2020 is an exception.
And the Big Ten is the Big Ten doing their? Is it division still, or they broke off?
Yeah, they're doing divisions because I had Iowa winning the West. But I think they're breaking it off next year. I think so.
So after that, it'd just be Michigan and Ohio State in the championship game every year.
Every year. we wouldn't hate that though, because it's like
they play in back-to-back weeks.
And we wouldn't have to worry if they're in the playoff together.
Yeah.
I wish they would do that.
You might still if they split it. I mean,
I don't think the SEC is gonna get. Is the SEC getting rid of divisions? I hope not.
Yeah.
Because
they are.
God, that sucks. I like the conference that I like divisions in is the SEC.
I think they're getting rid of them.
The one conference that I like I like divisions in is the SEC because it's so traditional. But yeah, everyone. Week 1 pick'em. Week 0 recap. I don't think anybody was waiting for that one. But next week is going to be the first recap of we appreciate you guys listening.